Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending at what time you are watching me. I would love to start with one of my favorite quotes, which says that the longer you wait to do something you should do now, the greater the odds that you never actually do it. So, whatever you are supposed to do, just do it because there is no light moment. So, BI110 macromolecules, one of the fundamental topics for Term 1 first year. Yeah, it comes in test 1. You'll find it in your test 1 and it's going to come. So it's very fundamental that you know and you understand all the four classes of macromolecules. So what is a macromolecule? A macromolecule, it is a large organic polymer. You can say a macromolecule, it is a large organic polymer. Macro means large, and the yeah. So the formation of macromolecules from smaller building blocks block molecules represent another level in the hierarchy of biological organization. But basically, there are four. There are four classes of macromolecules in living organisms. The first one is the carbohydrates. The carbohydrates. Second one, we have the lipids, and we also have the proteins, and for three we have the nucleic acid. So it's fundamental to know all of them in depth. So we'll start with carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? What are they? And what are the things that you need to understand? So basically a carbohydrate is a biomolecule consisting of. So you're saying carbohydrates, these are organic molecules made of sugars and their polymers. Yeah. So carbohydrate basically they are sugars. And what type of sugars? They have also been subdivided. So we have got the monosaccharides. The monosaccharides means one unit. Mono means one. So one unit sugar, monosaccharides or single sugars. We also have disaccharides. We also have oligosaccharides, and we have now the major one, which is polysaccharides. So we have monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide, and the polysaccharides. So monosaccharides, they are only made up of one sugar. Disaccharide, double sugars or two sugars. And then oligosaccharides ranges from 3 to 7. Yeah, they range from, let me say 3 to 10. Yeah, they range from 3 to 10 units of sugars. And then 10 and above, that's now what we are calling a polysaccharide. Yeah, so monosaccharides, they are simple sugars which contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and occur in the ratio of CH2O. Yeah, CH2O. Like that CH2O is more like the empirical formula. Let me try to show you something on a paper so that I explain the that CH2O. Yeah, so like I'm saying, like a carbohydrate, it is a watered carbon. A carbohydrate is a biomolecule consisting of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and usually with a hydrogen ratio which is 2 to 1, and the empirical formula it is this, like that one which is CH2O. Yeah, but basically we write it like this: C with a subscript M, CH2O with another subscript N, where M may or may not be different from N. Yeah, Like I say, the classification and nomenclature, they are divided into four: the monosaccharide, disaccharide, oligosaccharide, and the polysaccharide. So the monosaccharides, which we have the classes of the monosaccharides or the simple sugars, we have glucose. Yeah, glucose, also known as the dextrose, which is the blood sugar. We also have the grape sugar and the corn sugar. All those are food they are all glucose sugars. Yeah, we have fructose, which is the fruit sugar, the yeah, the sugar from the fruits. We have galactose, which is the milk sugar, that one which you used to take when usually you were an infant. Yeah, so that is what I'm trying to explain here. So three monosaccharides, and you need to know their structure. The link structure, we have what we call the linear structure and the link structure. How does a what is the link structure of glucose, the fructose, and the galactose? Yeah, so this is the link structure. This is a glucose, this is a fructose, and at the end we have a galactose. Yeah, these are actually glucose, galactose, and fructose. They have basically the same. The way we write glucose and galactose, it is just the same in terms of the molecular formula. What comes to differentiate them, it is the structural formula. Yeah. So we call them structural isomers. They are isomers having the same molecular formula but different structure. Yeah, yeah. So this is how a glucose looks like. A glucose, we have got this part, this part or this group, which is CH2OH. This CH2OH, what is it? This is the thing which makes when we are saying that okay, sugars, they are capable of dissolving in water. What makes them to be water soluble? It is because of the CH2OH. We call this OH means hydroxyl, and then CH2 it's more like a carbon bonded to two hydrogen. So a carbon bonded to two hydrogen. So what I'm trying to say here is